Negative.
Negative.
All right, we got a lot to look at tonight, so we'll go right into it.
Well, we have at least 10, 20 pictures.
Got a lot of pictures. Probably like 250, I think, tonight.
Per minute.
Yeah, per minute.
It's going to be like a speed round.
Yeah.
All right,
bar pass.
Is this large off the screen? Can you guys see it okay?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, this is the Joker that we were talking about earlier. Really cool piece. Obviously, a great sculpt. It's got a card in his wrist. Again, the only thing that I don't like is the wrists are not white, which they should be. So again, hopefully they will fix that. But
we know a guy who can fix that.
Yes, we do know a guy.
We got a guy.
We got a guy.
So is that a card or like a cufflink? Because obviously that's not a real size card.
They are the cufflinks, I believe.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it's sewn in. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a tag.
Yeah.
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 Which is the way it is on in the book.
Really? I don't remember that. Huh. Let's see. I mean, it does look amazing. If they
It's a little bit big. Let me grab my cover. Let me grab my cover real quick so you guys can see you guys see the tag or the cufflink?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's yellow though.
It looks smaller there, and it's yellow.
Yeah. It's way smaller, but again, you notice the white arms.
Metal.
I do think that's a cufflink too.
Yeah, it should be a cufflink.
Yeah, it's cufflink.
Oh, that's interesting. They did that.
So that's something they could adjust. I mean, instead of it being, that would be simple if they just made a real cufflink instead of that big tag and then did his arms white. So again, there are a few things that are not right with it, but it is what it is.
Did they get the camera brand correct?
Camera brand is WITZ, WITZ.
Yeah, that's what it is. Right.
So I think that was correct.
Yeah.
All right, try again here, round 2. All right. So yeah, the camera's correct. It's got a great light up base to it with a carnival base, which is fun.
Yeah, I like the base a lot too.
Yeah, it's something neat. It has a lot of storytelling. Again, there's the Penguin Toys logo and it says distributor. So who knows? But this
By the way, that WITZ camera.
Yep.
WITZ is German for joke.
That's awesome, right?
Is there?
That's so cool. That's really fun. That's a great bit of knowledge right there, Mr. Delaney. Appreciate that. So yeah, this will be interesting to see what it ends up being like. Hopefully it'll be okay. This is a piece that we saw at San Diego. This is the Black Panther on Throne from PCS. This was a massive piece.
Yeah.
Especially the chair. Can't remember what the price point was on this, but I thought it looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I know Aunt Adams, talking to him, he was incredibly proud of this one.
Yeah, it looks good.
Chair's awesome. And the chair is massive too. I mean, it's a really big piece. So if you're a PCS collector or a Black Panther fan, that's what it looks like masked. What did you think of it in person, Jeff?
Yeah, I thought it looked good. It's not something that I would need for my collection, but I think it looked good.
Yeah. Again, masked and unmasked there. Got a lot of great color to it, and very, very tall.
Yeah.
Was it third scale?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Third scale.
Yeah, third scale. It's massive chair.
That must be big.
A lot of nice texturing, a lot of nice detail on it. It's a cool piece. All right, we're back to enabling Jeff. Love this angle on him. Very, very creepy. I feel like this photo is pretty good. It's still a little fuzzy, but it's... Again, there's the eyebrows we were talking about. If
Yeah, it's just bright green.
Yeah, maybe if they could tone them down just a little.
Make them dirty.
Yeah. I hope they're able to replicate like the blood on the gloves. You know, really, because a lot of times I feel like production-wise, sometimes the paint effects are a little bit lighter than they are in the prototype, whereas these are a little bit more bold. So I would love to see this still dark and splattered real nice. Hopefully they're able to replicate that, even like the grime on his pocket. Look at that. That is not in focus.
Right.
This is their professional photo, but it's not in focus. It's blurry. So strange.
Says the man who leaves the plastic on his lens.
Oh my God. That was so embarrassing.
I thought that was awesome.
Oh, horrifying. I'm like, oh my God, I've done 4 shows and they've all been with this plastic thing on my camera. I tell you, this is amateur hour at the BSC. Did you guys notice? I didn't even notice this. The playing card
Oh, look at that.
emblems on the jacket.
Nice.
That's a good touch.
I love that. I thought that was really nice. And then the playing cards that were, somebody said earlier, the bloody crowbar. I just love that. Look at that. That's probably the cleanest image we got. Looks good, Delaney.
Chris, which Batman are you pairing him with?
That's a great question because I don't have a quarter scale Batman anymore. Other than I take that back. I've got 2. I've got the Batmobile, or the Bat Bike. I'm sorry, the Bat Bike from XM, and I've got the Samurai. But I sold my Sideshow Batman. So right now, my thinking was that I was going to do Batman and Killer Croc in quarter scale from Prime 1, and then surround all the villains around that.
Gotcha.
But God knows if we're ever actually going to put that thing up for pre-order.
It might be kind of cool to put. I know it's a different storyline to put all the villains behind that bat bike somehow.
That could be kind of cool. I have a couple of them back there. I've got Catwoman and Scarecrow just to see how they would look together, and they look pretty good together.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, I can also see it just being kind of the standalone piece in my collection as well.
He's going between Scarecrow and Mr. Freeze if I get him.
I was going to say that's what Jeff did a little mock-up, and it looked fantastic.
Yeah, that picture, that looked really good.
It's really good. So anyway, I'm a big fan of this. I love it, especially seeing it in person. It really sold it for me. Even the base. I wasn't a big fan of the base at first, but again, seeing it in person, it works.
Oh, I think the base is cool as hell.
It matches the whimsy of the character.
Yep.
And again, the nose is the detonator button, which is cool. This guy kind of came out of nowhere. This is little Hordak's buddy. I can't remember his name. Does anybody remember his name?
It's just Hordak's minion.
Okay, Hordak's minion. I was close. Hordak's buddy. It's close.
So this is actually a reissue. Tweeterhead put this out a while ago. This was already shipped, but this is they didn't run the entire 500 edition size, and so they produced the remainder of those 500, and Sideshow was selling them. It was exclusive to Tweeterhead previously. Now it's available through Sideshow.
Oh no! So is that going to piss off people too?
Of course.
Oh no! I did not know that.
Yeah.
So we have more controversy on the show tonight. Is there any paint difference at all, or is it exactly the same?
It's the same thing.
Ooh.
But it's not like it's beyond the initial established edition size.
That's true. I mean, that's true. If Tweeterhead said they were going to sell 500 and they didn't, then that's I think that's still okay.
Yeah.
So I don't see that as being near as big of an issue as the other one we talked about.
Right.
But I think he's really cool looking. I could see a lot of people wanting this just to have another character with all of the great Masters of the Universe people that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the price either. I'm assuming it's pretty reasonable.
It is. I can't remember what it is, but it's not bad.
And it's great because it actually does match the base perfectly
Yeah.
Yeah.
with that silver effect. So it's really cool. I thought that was neat. I didn't realize it was a repeated thing, but it makes sense.
Mhm.
They didn't do the whole run. That makes sense. Same thing with Diamond Select. They didn't do all the run of the of those busts, the animated series busts, and they went ahead and finished those off finally.
Mhm.
So look at this thing.
Yeah.
This Queen Studios life-size bust. This thing is nuts. Look at the detail on this thing. I've heard a lot of positives, although it's just massive.
And pricey.
Do you remember what the price point is?
I want to say like 38 or something like that.
Wow.
I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me.
I'm assuming it's done like the past Alien pieces have been done by other companies. That head dome is just really cool. It's like see-through,
Yeah.
the clear. You can see
Some people have complained about the fact that it's so transparent. Apparently, in the movie, it's not. It's quite foggy.
Yeah.
It seems like that's could be something that they fix pretty easily.
Well, I
Before
think
they
some
ship
people
it.
would like to see it better, but some
Well,
people want to be strict to the movie, and some people would like to see it better, probably.
But look down here. I mean, there's a lot of fog back here.
Right.
That
But the skull itself, I think, is what they're.
so this like the up front.
Yeah.
It's really neat to be able to see it though. Here's a side profile. It's going to be a deep piece.
Chris, is this from Alien or Aliens? Does it say
This on the plate says Alien.
Alien? So if it's from the first movie, I mean, you don't honestly get that clear a shot of this thing.
No.
You do not.
So I think that's pretty subjective.
Yeah, I think so too. If it's from the first film, you do not get a real good look at it.
No.
And like I said, there is fogginess on areas, but
Yeah.
I still
Yeah,
think it looks incredible.
It's $38.75,
Oof.
That's a lot.
but they're only making 199 of them.
Are you sure?
No.
Is that only Asia region?
No.
Or is
You
that
better-
just
you better
till
triple check.
tomorrow?
Yeah, triple check.
Tomorrow there'll be more.
No, in all honesty, I'm sure that is the actual ES. Queen Studios has their ducks in a row for sure. Well, at least most of the time, I guess. You're right, Jeff. With the in art stuff, that was kind of a disaster. Ooh, look at this guy. I am really excited to add this. I was hesitant for a while. I know, there's been the Cape Gate of not knowing how deep this thing's going to go, but looks really awesome. This is the Jason Fabwack Detective Comics 1000. What do you guys think about in-hand photos? You think it turned out pretty nice?
I do.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I love it.
I think it looks just like his artwork. So yeah.
Yeah.
This was an interesting photo. So this is the Hush that a lot of us have, and this is him, the new one, but he looks a lot smaller. I think it is pushed back a little bit, and obviously with the perspective of this, I was actually hoping this person would post a few more photos, but that kind of weirded us out a little bit. It's like, whoa, he looks kind of tiny.
Yeah.
But I said that actually might be a good thing, just if he's so deep. But love this with this art print behind it. Actually, I think it's just a poster, but
I wish the bust came with that chest emblem.
yeah, that would be neat because it does come with the this one.
Yeah, just that one.
And the deluxe does have the swap out, so you can do that one. So this one you get the looking straight out, you get the looking straight down, which is the way the cover is.
Yeah.
And then off to the side, and then off to the other side as well for the deluxe.
I've always liked the head down position, but in that collector's picture, I do like it when he's looking to the side. It's
I do
pretty cool.
too. I'll either do that one or this one. But I do admit I do like the side. This one in particular, I like this one.
I think Jason just got this into himself. I think
He
he had.
did.
I was trying to remember which one he had on display. I think he had the head down on display.
Head down, yeah.
Yeah, he did just get this one in. So the Prime One sent him a copy of it. This has also started to ship. This is part of that Justice Buster piece. This is quote unquote quarter scale. But I think this turned out really good too. What do you guys think?
I like this a lot.
Got a light up feature in it.
Mm-hmm. And that was a real reasonable price point, wasn't it?
Really?
Like under $900 or something?
Yeah, it was really good. Some really great detail on the back. These are just some in-hand photos from collectors, so it's always nice to see these. I have kind of a big Prime 1 section here of just stuff that's finally being released, which is awesome. There's the base for it. And there's the portrait. It gives you an idea of the scale. This one has started to ship as well.
I love that portrait.
Yeah, she's looking really pretty. It's really interesting what they did with her skin to kind of make it kind of a black and white effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
With this one.
it's a cool piece.
This is Katana, of course. This is a 3rd scale. I think it's pretty limited if I remember right. I don't think it's a very high ES at all on this. But she's lovely.
Yep.
And so that's one portrait right there. And then of course there's the more traditional with the mask. And I like this one too a lot.
I like that too.
Yeah, it's just really pretty. Again, I think it's going to be pretty limited. I love the white eyes. It's really pretty.
Cool.
And there she is, just to give you an idea, next to the new Dark Knight's metal piece.
That's cool.
Which is also started to ship in Asia as well. Yeah, it turned out really good. Speaking of turning out really good.
Look at that.
Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a winner right there.
Yeah, unbelievably amazing photos.
Yeah.
This is from Steffen, and what beautiful photos he's got for you guys. So he's got this one. This is the kind of the regular portrait.
Yep.
Also the winking portrait. I know talking with Paula, she said it's just unbelievable how real the leather chair looks in person. I know she's just absolutely blown away. And again, I want to thank Paula for doing the review for us. I cannot wait to see that footage. But every portrait I like. I think it's been really good. Obviously, there's a little bit of controversy with the Jester portrait. So the issue is that people feel like this eye right over here is too wonky. Again, it's difficult whenever you have something like this, because whenever you're looking off to the side, most companies, that's what they do. They put one eye kind of looking this way and then one eye kind of looking at the very corner of her eye. I didn't think it looked bad, but I know some people hate it. What do you guys think? Do you think it's awful, or what do you guys think?
Can't tell from this angle.
Yeah.
There looks fine. The very first picture that somebody posted on Facebook, the one where the eye was off a little bit, that right eye, you know, if you're looking at her right, it almost looked like the outline of the pupil was a little, you know, wiggly looking into the, where I almost thought maybe it was a decal, and maybe the decal slid over. So it's very strange.
Yeah.
It is. One thing I really like, you could really see on this photo, like you can see the mesh on her ear, like it would be the fabric would be pulling.
Yeah,
It's really smart.
that's cool.
It's one of those that I don't know that you're supposed to look at it straight, like looking straight into the face.
Right. And that's, I can't remember where I said this, but it's like, it goes back to Sideshow's Jeff Delaney answer. It's like optimal viewing angle. Sometimes, you know, whenever we blow these things up, you know, when we look at them like this, like that's not how big it is in real life, you know? And so if you, if you zoom back from it and you look at it, how small these things are, those details are really hard to capture sometimes at that scale. When you're actually looking at a 3rd scale or a 4th scale. So I personally think they're going to be fine. But that's just me. But let me look at this. Look at that thing.
Maybe she just has a little bit of a lazy eye.
Maybe so.
They're going for realism.
Anyway, I think she looks lovely.
So
Too
which
many
portrait
up
are
to
you
the
going
side
to
of the
use?
head.
Which one am I going to use?
Yeah.
Probably this one.
And Dan, what about you?
Oof. Probably this one.
Probably this one. I do like this one too. There was another one I don't have the photo of. But there was
That's really good right there. That
Which one?
On the left.
This one?
No, the other one.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look really hard, you could even see it in these photos. The pupils very off, to the inner.
Yeah.
Corner of her
Again,
eye.
she's looking that way. She's looking. off
Actually,
to the
even if
side.
you look at that picture right there, see the bottom of the black, how it's a little curvy looking? I don't know if you could pick up.
Yeah.
That's
So-
because that's the inner lid.
Yeah, but on the somebody posted the Facebook photos. It was all along the right side. It was doing that to where, like I said, I don't know if it's like a decal and it like slid as they were putting it on and bunched up a little bit, or I don't know. But they're all like that. So I don't know.
Possible. Anyway, I can't wait to get this one in hand. I know Dan's really excited as well.
Any day, hopefully. Come on,
any day.
Sideshow.
Yeah, we have hopefully. This is the piece that I mentioned I canceled earlier. Got a lot of points back, which was nice. But this is some in-hand photos. How do you think this one turned out color-wise?
It looks different in every picture I see.
It does.
It does. Yeah, this one way different than this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what photos we looked at the night you pre-ordered it, but those photos looked amazing.
They
Yeah.
did. I thought this.
It
this
still
one
looks
was
good, but
Yeah, I like the colors here.
That looks good right
Yeah,
there.
that looks good right there. I feel like this is probably the most realistic of as to what it looks like. Just looking at the tone of his skin,
Right. Right.
Mhm.
it doesn't look blown out to me at all. So I think that's probably this is probably not saturated or anything.
Right.
Looks good.
Yeah, the other, I mean, you know how most of this stuff looks when you take a photograph of it. It looks
yeah. And we're taking these,
exaggerated.
Yeah,
grabbing these pictures off of Facebook. Facebook always compresses the photos. It makes them look terrible. So.
and they're distorted a lot. So,
Yeah.
But there's the size of it next to the water bottle.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool piece. It's definitely something different. Here's some in-hand photos of the Dawnbreaker from Prime 1. I thought that looked amazing.
It's got a little,
Definitely not a face you'd want to kiss, but
it's got a little the Elvis lip going.
yeah, it does. Thank you very much. Give me a banana sandwich. This guy, I just did a hit or miss on this today, a reaction video. This is actually, I really seriously thought they were going to scrap this piece because we have heard nothing about it, but it's up for pre-order tomorrow. What do you guys think of how this one turned out? I love the animated series head portrait.
You know, I don't follow Batman Beyond. I never have.
Me either.
But is this the armored look for him? Is that somewhere where they take him in either in the animated series or the comic books? Does he get to a point where he's got this futuristic armor, or is this just an interpretation?
Say I don't know personally because I am also just like you. I've never followed Batman Beyond. It was past my time.
Yeah.
I don't know, Delaney. Do you have any idea, Jeff? I don't know.
I don't think he's this
Yeah.
Iron Man'd out normally.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like about it. Like I mean, I think it's awesome, but it feels like it's too armored.
Well, you know what's funny is Sideshow took the same approach, or very, very, very similar. And you know, it's funny. My son, who is 23, almost 24, Batman Beyond is his Batman.
Right. That makes
He
sense.
was a kid. He'd watch this show every, afternoon after school. He got 30 minutes to watch TV. This is what he watched. And when I showed him the Sideshow piece, I was going to get that. I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to have my son's favorite Batman in my collection. He's like, Dad, that doesn't look like Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
The Sideshow piece, he's like, no, that's not him.
Well, then this
Everyone
one-
in the chat saying that's not how he usually looks.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
mean, you don't see any detail in the show. I mean,
Right.
it's just
Yeah.
a figure.
Yeah.
And that would be, I mean, even at any scale, that would be dull.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
I mean, it would look like a shadow.
exactly. Exactly. Right.
So
I
they
mean, this
clearly
looks
wanted to,
cool, but
they clearly wanted to add some texture then.
Yeah.
But they,
This
and boy,
would be
boy did they.
what in reality, and if there was a movie, it would have to be something like this.
Yeah, this would absolutely be a movie version.
yeah.
And I don't. Who is this Will Slinley guy?
Slimy.
Slimy.
I have no idea who that is. I didn't mention it in the video today because I didn't know who he was.
Can look it up. Sounds so familiar.
I mean, it looks cool.
Oh yeah, looks great.
Comic book artist.
He's an
Best
Irish
Spider-Man
comic book artist.
2099.
So maybe he specifically did a version of this
Yeah.
then, and that's why they're doing it.
Let's see.
It's got a cool futuristic Batmobile base, which was neat.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked the back. Not everybody's gonna like the smoke though. So anyway, that's that piece. Again, it's up for pre-order tomorrow.
Cool.
Let's switch gears a little bit. We talked about in art earlier. This was again, some of these are a couple weeks old because we didn't talk about them on Rogues last time. But these are the 6-scale figures. And the Robert Pattinson figure. I thought this one looked pretty good overall.
Mm-hmm.
Suit looked really accurate. And the portrait looked pretty good. There was a rooted hair version and a sculpted hair version. I think that's the rooted right there. Jeff, you're more of our figure collector. What do you think of these?
It looks really good. I'm still, we haven't seen anything finished.
Right.
Everything's been a pre-order.
And that's the thing, is they're going to have to really wow us with that Joker piece right out of the gate. Because they're, Hot Toys is their competition. And if they're trying to take on Hot Toys.
Well, and for double the price of a Hot Toy, which is getting, $600 for these. Yeah. There can't be any, we'll do better next time.
Yeah, right. Because it's either make or break them at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got it, and which is a lot of pressure on them, I would think.
Because as finicky as statue people are, the 6-scale people are right there.
I'd say way worse, right?
If it's not, I mean, it's all pretty bad, but yeah. And there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's probably a lot more 6-scale collectors than statue collectors, I would think.
It's really hard for me to justify that price.
And Hot Toys are doing the same version, basically, right? I mean, they're doing a bat signal also.
That has the base with the steps. And
they're not doing him, though, right?
They're not doing Bruce Wayne, but I mean, I wouldn't buy it. I mean, it's just him.
Yeah. So again, it'll be interesting to see how those turn out. But I still thought they looked good.
Yeah.
This one Jeff and I saw in San Diego. This is again Martin Canale. It's Ronin Wolverine, and this one went up for pre-order since our last show. I still really like this one a lot. It was a fun piece to see. It's a really low piece. Like it really lunges forward.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was really cool. A lot of great details. So I know we've talked a little bit about that, but I wanted to at least highlight that it's up for pre-order. I love the arrows through the armor. I love that.
Yeah.
I had a lot of photos of that.
It looked really good in your all's videos. It looked better than their photos.
Thanks.
The color, I mean, it just, all of it, it looked, I mean, it was a beautiful piece. Not something I would buy, but.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat for me.
Yeah, I just feel like it's one of those pieces where it's just a beautiful piece of art. I'd love to see them
Yeah.
continue to do something like this with other characters. This was a piece that got some attention. This is a Kotobukiya. Was it 6 scale? I think 6 scale.
I think so.
This is part of the K-Bros thing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I love that.
But yeah, it's fun.
They're not cheap.
Yeah, they're not. This one was
No,
quite
their 6
pricey.
scales are like 600 and something, aren't they?
I think
Because
so.
they've done like a Captain America and they've done Thor.
For some reason, I thought it was even more than that, but
Oh, it's over 600. I'm pretty sure of it.
it had not really nice
Those
detail.
two are.
It's a couple different swap outs. It's got a big base, and that might be why it's a little bit more. But
It's the smallest sentinel hand I've ever seen.
yeah,
Yeah.
baby sentinel.
It's 630, and the quarter scale from Sideshow is 655.
Wow, that's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
I love that other Deadpool that with the missiles and slicing the
Oh, that one's
grenades in half.
fun. Yeah,
That's Harbottle.
Heat was a heat seeker or something.
yeah, heat seeker.
Yeah.
That's a great.
That
piece.
was a crazy. I saw that one in person and was tempted by it a couple times. Kind of wish I'd gotten it, but
I thought it was kind of fun when I interviewed him and he talked about that piece, and he said he was talking about how they'll brainstorm when they're designing a piece, and that Matt Black chimed in and said, and he's got a selfie stick.
yeah.
I said, of course he does.
Do you know? Whenever I was talking with Matt Black, do you know what he said his favorite piece is?
What?
Kiddie pool.
Oh, really?
That was his favorite piece he's ever done.
That's
He just thinks it's hilarious.
That's funny.
A couple different swap outs for the portrait as well on this one. So anyway, cool piece from them, Kotobukiya. This was another piece that I was actually hoping that they would have. Speaking of Matt Black
Me
did sculpt
too.
this
Yeah,
one.
that was surprising that was not there.
I agree.
I don't know if it just wasn't quite finished or what, but again, I know he was really proud of this one. We actually talked quite a bit about this when he asked me what I thought about the lean, him leaning on it, and so that was a really cool conversation. But I think this one's a lot of fun. I really like the idea of this one.
I do too, and the lean I like. It's kind of like that brief second of something that you didn't see on screen, but I kind of feel like that character would have done it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, till Darth Vader walked in,
Yep.
and then stand up straight. So
Yeah, I just think it's a lot of fun. This one's up for pre-order right now as well. I think Boba Fett looks really good. And it's like a 2-for-1, which is even better.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And there's light up functions on the base and on the carbonite slab.
oh really?
I didn't realize it lit up either.
On the sides where on the sides.
Yeah, just like the
Yeah.
movie.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
I just think I like it a lot. I think it's awesome.
Hmm.
Got some new art prints from Sideshow. This is a new Poison Ivy, so it's of course sparked speculation that maybe we'd get a new Ivy. I think this would be a cool pose. Beautiful,
Big
beautiful
cute
art print.
style.
Really nice.
A little more covered up than the other one.
Yes, it is. For sure.
The handout's not too far off from the last PF, except it was over her shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just very similar, but yeah, like you said, a lot more clothing. New Power Girl, of course, this would go with the new premium format,
Hmm.
which again was another really nice piece.
Yep.
I was really impressed with it. Let's see. This is the Venomized Hulk that XM's doing. So they're continuing to tease us, and I thought that looked really awesome, actually.
Wow, look at that mouth. Looks unbelievable.
And that looks so real.
Yeah.
Teeth,
Teeth are phenomenal.
Wow.
tongue too.
Yeah, the tongue, the texture on the tongue.
Wow. That's
But this was posted by by saying, and I was really impressed with it. Speaking of teasers, we were talking about this one earlier. This is the Jim Shore. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
We were joking earlier. It kind of looks like a Jim Shore a little bit on the back, but this is XM, and this is the Riddler Samurai. So, haven't seen much about him. We've seen a couple digital renders, but nothing too yet. So,
Yeah, I didn't understand because I was looking at like I said, Jim Shore. The texture threw me off at first, and then I was looking inside the question marks, and I was like, would there be lines going through the question marks too if it's like embroidered on? And then I was like, oh, maybe it just has like really wrinkly clothes. I don't know.
well, it's almost like to
But
me
they
it
don't
almost-
match up with the rest of the
texture of the
jacket. They're
fabric.
different, so that makes
to
sense.
me it almost looks like they're burned in,
Okay.
like branded.
Branded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I can see them if this is an ancient type of thing. I can see where they would use that kind of printing where they would actually burn into the cloth.
Okay.
So it's a possibility. That was just what my thought is as you were talking about that, Eric.
Yeah, and it looks like they don't line up with the like the wrinkles that go through the question marks. They don't line up with the jacket, which I like.
Yeah.
I felt maybe it was just lazy, and they just said, "Oh, let's just throw the question marks right over everything." So
Yeah. So I guess we'll see. I mean, this one's definitely. I think it's going to be a either a hit or miss on this one. I don't know if people are going to love it, but we'll find out. Again, people just want a damn traditional Riddler. That's it.
I'm excited to see more of this one too.
Yeah, and maybe this one will influence some other companies to do a regular Riddler too. I don't know. This one is from Infinity Studios. This is the Dark Fate Terminator.
This thing is crazy.
What do you guys think of this one? I think it looks incredible.
It's awesome.
Scary, real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look
That's
at that. That's crazy.
It's crazy. I said maybe the beard could have been done just a little bit better, but and
No,
again,
it's
the problem with this is that nobody really liked this movie, or very few people. So everybody's like, why didn't they just do a Terminator 2 version? And maybe they don't have the license for it. But come on, there's no question who that is.
Yeah.
I know.
This is insane.
Another picture makes me think of the Creep Show movie where the thing walks in with the woman's head on the tray.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
but it just looks like his eyes are gonna turn over and look at you.
Yeah.
And the tagline was, "I won't be back."
Hmm.
I didn't see this one.
But
Neither.
it's pretty crazy.
To add that to the list.
So anyway, if you're an Arnold fan, I could see a lot of people wanting this one. But again, it's not the most popular movie in the world, so that could hurt.
The eye lights up, it looks like.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
I didn't even see the movie, and I like it. I think it looks cool. I mean, for a
Yeah.
Terminator piece, I would get it. So
It's really, if you're a Terminator collector, you might want to pick this one up. Again, it's
Having
not
that
cheap.
arm with the skin off of it.
yeah,
Yeah, like down here.
you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's nice. Really great details on the base as well. There's the arm.
It'll be $5,000.
And look at that.
But as I always say, I'm a sucker for anything mechanical looking. So this looks really cool to me.
It's right up your alley then.
Yeah.
Look at even his ear chopped off here at the.
Yeah.
These are some pictures. These are the third scale Heath Ledger Joker from Queen Studios. These are starting to make their rounds. I think this one actually turned out pretty good, actually. Again, I don't know how many people wanted this version, but I think the sculpt looks really great.
It's not something you're getting, right, Chris?
No. Once I see more, I might maybe reconsider, but I'm like at a 20% right now.
You can
Which
see
is
like
not very good for me.
you can put him like outside the Batcave, like he's guarding the door.
That's right. He's my Batman security guard.
Yeah.
He looks good though.
Put him right in front of the window.
Yeah. This one went up for pre-order since our last show. This one I wasn't all that impressed with.
Yeah, me neither.
No.
There's been so many other better versions of him, even from Sideshow. I mean, the one they had right
Yeah.
next to it's better. They had the light up one. which is just an incredible. That's the one you have, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, seeing those side by side is just like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I don't like the base at all.
Going back to that Joker, was there an issue now with that rifle with them shipping? I feel like there was a story where there was an issue with them. I don't know if it was this piece, but with the gun in general, trying to get these through customs and stuff.
I have not heard anything.
I forget what piece it was.
I did like the Officer Rachel Dawes, though. That was a nice touch. Just like the movie. But I haven't heard anything about the rifle.
Okay.
Here's the base I was talking about. Again, I just feel like Sideshow's done it. I just feel like this is a 15-year ago Sideshow piece.
Yeah, that's mailing in right there.
Well, they did do it 15 years ago.
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
I think it was 2006.
Yeah, it's like a copy paste of what they've already done. So it's still a cool pose, and I still think the finish looks nice, but the base, I don't know. It's just that's exactly right. It's a 15-year-old piece.
The other one just does miles better.
Yeah, 100%. And even what Queen Studios is doing right now is phenomenal pieces.
It's one of my favorite images of him. The Adi Granoff did the artwork for.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great. This one was surprising. This was a new bust. So basically, they took the bust and they just painted half his face. What do you think of that? Like, to me, I was not impressed. What do you guys think?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's awful.
And he was never ever like this in the movie.
No.
Yeah.
I saw this at first early in the morning. It took me 20 minutes to figure out what was different about it, and then I had to go read the description to figure out that half of the paint was missing off of his face.
Now, again, if this was a third expression,
oh my god,
with a third,
If it had been another expression, yeah.
If it was a third expression with a third playing card, because this, because the other bust does have this playing card, so it is a second playing card. But if they had a third playing card and a different expression, oh my god, I would have bought it.
Yep.
Even if I wouldn't have displayed it on the figure, because I'm really happy with the smile. But I mean, come on, that would have been a no-brainer.
Yep.
So this does feel like a cash grab. Or
But
they just haven't sold.
Hot Toys did the same thing on their quarter scale figure. The exclusive was a half unmade face.
Yep. And before Queen Studios was licensed, their Joker bust had the same thing too. It was half painted.
I think you said it in your hit or miss video, Chris, about this. They should have made the bust, the clothes, that purple jacket.
That would have been also something they could have done. That would have been cool too. Done the purple jacket just in the bust form.
Yeah.
But I just feel like they didn't sell enough of these, so they decided to paint them differently.
Several of these anniversary things, the Art Germ Wonder Woman, I had to look at that I looked at it multiple times till I figured out what was different.
What was different?
Yep. I couldn't figure it out either.
Yep. They're just a lot of repaints, which are okay. I mean, some collectors like the repaints. And there's going to be some collectors that really want this. But I'm not one of them. This has started to ship. This is from Queen Studios. This is, of course, the 1/4 scale piece. I think these are turning out pretty awesome. Big pieces, too. Really big.
Game of Thrones Batman.
Yep. Very much so. This goes with the Batman Who Laughs, of course, that is also on the throne.
It's half Black Panther, too.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. It is. This I thought was an interesting photo. So this is Daniel Bell Silver Surfer next to Doom, which I think is also by Daniel Bell, right?
Disappointing.
Yeah.
And then you have Little Galactus.
Row.
Yeah.
That just does not look right at all.
So I think he actually turned out really cool. I think the lighting looks really good, but come on.
Yeah, you can't have
why not make him
itself.
Again, why not make him bigger, or at the very least make a small Silver Surfer proximity?
Yeah.
It
just looks sad when you see it next to each other.
The Doctor Doom and Silver Surfer look cool together.
They look great. I mean, why not even make Galactus as big as Doctor Doom? At very least.
Yeah.
And make him that bulky.
Doctor Doom looks huge.
He does. He looks way mightier. He looks like he could crush Galactus. It's just, I don't know. I just don't know what they were thinking on that.
It's a shame because it's a great sculpt and
It is.
Yeah,
And the
it
light,
is.
like
And
I said,
that
the light up,
light thing is crazy looking.
it does. It looks really good with the burnt city down below. Like it's good.
if anything needs to be reissued, it needs to be this, and they need to reissue it bigger.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Double it.
Imagine they did that and they
It's-
released
they
it
could
bigger.
sell the hell out of that if they'd make it a third scale.
I agree. Although they're going to piss everybody about this one off.
Well, XM's doing one, right?
Yeah, he's sitting down though. Didn't we
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
I bet
Look
he's gonna be massive though.
Look at this.
Yeah.
This is a commission cut David Finch. I'm so jealous of this.
That's
That's
awesome.
Yeah, I love Finch's work. I was just looking on. I had a Facebook notification. Fabwack just posted all of his commissions that are going to be
Oh.
available in Canada.
They look so good.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, man.
I thought, man, it's like, how much is a flight to Canada?
It said first come, first serve. Whoever gets
Yep.
to the table.
I know.
Wow, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just posted it. I think like a couple of minutes ago or something.
So freaking awesome. This is a Two-Face print. So again, this got a little bit of buzz. Sideshow doing a Two-Face print. Does that mean we might be getting a premium format?
No,
I'm not holding my damn breath.
no, hell no.
Hell no.
But it would be
They
a
just did
really
this.
cool, spectacular reveal.
Yes, it would. Did they actually do reveals during Spooktacular?
Not anymore.
They usually do a variant or two.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they don't.
Now we just get reveals on a random Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
David Finch again. I don't know. Somebody's been posting these. I was like, oh my god, these. I love every one of these drawings.
That one he did. I actually watched his YouTube live stream when he did this one, and it was a tribute to Neil Adams.
So good, right? How great would that be as a statue?
Oh my God!
Does he have something in his mouth?
It's
Or
his
is it-
hand.
It's his hand. It's his
No,
hand in front of his
Oh,
mouth.
okay, wiping. Okay,
Yeah.
like
I didn't get that at first. Yeah, I thought it was like some type of kucha.
Yeah, it's
Kucha
his
puppet.
arm
I
in
thought he
front.
had
Yeah.
like a. I thought he had like ate a frog or something. The legs were hanging out.
Ate a frog.
Could
Sounds-
happen.
Hey, Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yeah, it's
How
like
great? How great of an artist is this guy?
Yeah, he's amazing.
I'm so glad I finally got to meet him. That was so awesome.
Yeah.
These are from Todd McFarlane. Highlighted this on the channel as well. These actually just went up for pre-order today. So if anybody's interested, you can get them at some of the retailers at least. But we have a Arkham Batman. We got a Solomon Grundy, which I love.
isn't he the build?
He is the
You have
build.
to
Yeah.
buy the others to get the pieces to make Solomon Grundy.
Yep, that is correct. But I love the portrait on him. It's like that's perfect. And then they also had an Arkham Penguin and a Catwoman and also a Ra's al Ghul.
Hmm.
So fun. Because they've done like Killer Croc and they've done Joker and some of the other characters in years past. So it's nice that they're continuing on for
That
collectors. that
Killer
collect these.
Croc figure is huge.
It's massive. Yeah, it's massive. And again, you can get those on Amazon.
They've made a Bane that is that size now.
So that's cool. This is the PCS Turtles. This is what we saw at San Diego. I loved this thing. I thought it was so much fun. I would love to collect all 4 of these. But they're up for pre-order right now as well at Sideshow. What did you think of these in person, Jeff? Did you like them?
Thought it was really cool. I loved it. Big.
Oh, they're so big. But if you're a Turtles fan, I think, gosh, just looking all together, and I have heard they are going to do the other characters too, like Shredder and some other characters in third scale as well.
A lot of companies doing turtles right now.
Yeah. And they've all been really good, I think.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, look I love the resin at the base, how
Yeah, that is
Mhm.
gross and liquidy that looked. It was really well done. All the little mouser droids. It's awesome. This is a piece that I threw in here because I thought it was really pretty. I saw this at San Diego also. And this is part of that Sideshow line that they're doing. I think they're a 5th scale, I think. I don't know.
So
if
these
Jeff-
are made like kind kind of like that Court of the Dead line. They're doing a new line now.
Yeah. Or maybe these are from a game. I can't remember.
I think it's from something.
It's called Critical Role,
Critical Role.
which I'm not familiar with, but this one really stood out to me. I thought she was really lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
And she just went up for pre-order. Nice sculpt on her. 13.5 inches high. So she's, I think 5th scale, I think.
It's like a 10-pointer.
Yeah. Has some Captain America in production. These are the half scales that, again, was in San Diego. Incredible piece. Jeff can attest to that.
Yeah, that's a really cool one.
Actually, you've seen this a couple places, actually.
Yeah.
You still thinking about this one, Morris?
I wish. If I win the lottery, I'll get one.
Buy him some scratchers. Everybody donate some scratchers. Jeff Morris, P.O. Box.
Yeah.
Some more in-hand photos of Wonder Woman. Again, hopefully Delaney isn't holding his breath.
Yeah.
We'll actually get her in the next 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
How long has this wait been? It feels like forever.
I don't remember, but it's been a while.
That was the comic book portrait. This is the Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely statue.
Yep.
This is the Gotham Knights game. This was they're actually doing some statues of this. So I threw this in here just in case anybody was curious. The Gotham Knights game. They actually did you guys see the villains trailer they released
No.
this week? They show a lot of the villains, like they
I saw
show
the pictures. I actually saw the photographs. Yeah,
like
Harley.
Harley, I think Clayface and some others. I thought that was really cool. I'm not a really big fan of the skins on this, the costumes and stuff, but I am excited for the game. I hope it's good. But clearly they're going to do some statues, and the trailer did say they moved up the date. Actually, it's like October, a few days earlier in October.
Yeah. I like that Red Hood.
Yeah, the Red Hood's not bad. Swamp Thing is being released. Again, this is another one that hopefully Jeff will have soon.
Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm getting that. Other people have received their shipping invoice, and I have not.
Even from Todd?
Yeah,
Huh. Did you order it right away, or did you wait? I guess you waited, didn't you?
I did.
Because you waited till after the second bust was revealed.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. But this one turned out great. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, especially that right there. Like
That's the one.
oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah, see, Ryan got his shipping invoice. I have not.
Ryan,
how much was it, Ryan?
yeah, and also Ryan, did you order yours right away or did you wait? I'm curious about that too. I don't love this one.
No, me neither.
Here's some photos of the Joker that I had in hand. Again, we did that for the auction show, but I did want to show some photos because, I mean, look at that portrait. I feel like it's got to be one of the best Joker portraits, period. I love the way it turned out. And it looks way better in person than in these photos, even though I canceled.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the photos. I do not like it in photos, but I liked it in your video. So.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, it's just, I don't feel like any of the Ledger Jokers photograph well. Certainly the Prime 1 doesn't. Dan can attest to that.
Yeah.
It has to be the makeup.
It's got to be. It's just like it washes out, but in person, like you see it, you see that translucent. You see his skin under, like you could on this one in particular, you can literally see his skin underneath the paint. I don't know how they were able to do it so well, but they did. But like on camera, you can't see that at all. But you could, I mean, look at that. That's Heath Ledger. That's perfect. That's what the Infinity Studios bus should look like. It's really good. I feel like, especially from all angles, I thought that looked just perfect. Hey, there's Eric B.
Hey,
I threw that in there because, like, I thought, Eric, Batmobile, yes, please.
it's my sweaty shirt.
There you go.
Yeah, I went to
We'll zoom in so you don't see the sweaty shirt. There we go.
went to Great Adventure in New Jersey, and I haven't been there in 20 years. And the last time I was there is probably when this ride first opened.
Yeah, Batman.
And my
Inverted.
wife and daughter had gone there a few times. And I was like, do they still have that Batmobile there? And they were like, no, we don't think so. And lo and behold, it was there. I was like, how'd you guys not notice there's a Batmobile right there?
No, it's gone.
Now we got to figure out how to trail or tow that to your house.
It needs some work though. It's a little it's been weathered
Oh, I
out
see
in the
it's got
element
like
for a while.
it's got
Yeah.
grass growing up here on the concrete. They need to take care of that area.
It's still cool to see though in person. So.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
And I love the ride. It's my favorite ride. Not just
Sure.
because it's Batman. It's my favorite ride in the park.
Do they have Mr. Freeze there as well?
Not as a ride, but they do
Okay.
have like artwork throughout the whole park of all different, the Rogues characters and
That's
stuff.
cool.
Cool.
In Texas, they have the Batman the Ride down in Dallas, and they have a Mr. Freeze, which is a launch coaster, which launches you backwards.
Oh, okay.
And it's insane.
Oh, wow.
And they won't let you wear glasses. Like I remember the last time I rode it, I wore glasses still, and they make you take your glasses off. You can't wear them. So I couldn't see anything. Everything was blurry. But I sure felt it. This is that Pure Arts Batman. So that's starting to get ready to ship. I think maybe a couple collectors already have it, but I thought it was kind of cool to see this photo of all the Batman heads. That's the one where he's
Which
like
one's
coming
that?
out. He's coming out of that wall. There's like the two goons in front.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. Yep.
The
yeah.
church.
Yeah, the church. Yeah, I thought it looks really fun. And again, they're doing that big Joker as well.
This picture looks cool and bothers me at the same time as how they're just so close and thrown in together. Like I feel like they're all getting scuffed up right now and broken ears. And
What do you think about this one that's upside down and everything else, like your OCD right there? Like
I feel like something's about to break or something.
Yeah, that makes me nervous too. Let's see. This is that big piece from Iron Studios. This is 1/10 scale, but it's a really massive piece. And I remember seeing it in person. I was like, whoa, this is actually really cool. Really big piece for them.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's a really big piece. It's expensive.
That's nice.
23 inches tall for 1/10 scale.
Wow.
26 inches wide. Wow.
Yeah, it's just
But
massive.
that looks really fun. They've got to keep doing that after those Sentinels.
Yeah.
This is would naturally be the next.
And I don't know if you watched the booth tour or not, but it had like other characters around it, so it made it even look bigger.
Yeah, it was the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
The Age of Apocalypse story.
Yeah. So it's just a fun piece. I wanted to throw it in there. And then of course they also had the Iron Studios Batman. The reason I threw this in here is because they did announce officially that it will have a light up feature on the bat signal. And I just thought this was a really fun piece. Again, it has kind of a nice size to it. If you're a Ben Affleck fan, I thought it was fun. And there's a light up. Showing a little Iron Studios love tonight. That gives you kind of an idea of the size. Not massive, but again, for 1/10, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Looks like that 1/3 one they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Panther. This is from Hot Toys. Give a little bit of Hot Toys love. I thought this one was really cool. And it had a really good portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks great.
Really good portrait. Had a
The
couple different
Sideshow looked good.
Yeah.
The portrait looked really good from the videos.
It did. It was one of those where I felt like the glass kind of made it hard to see it. It was kind of dim. But I thought it was really good in person too. I mean, it's a simple piece, but it looked really good, I thought. And I feel like it's really, that piece has really had no press. Like it has no buzz around it, but it was really good. Did you like it, Jeff, in person?
Yeah, I thought it looked good.
I
I'm
thought
not
it-
sure I need a Black Panther in my collection, but I thought it looked really good.
Yeah. So again, this is Hot Toys. This is 6 scale. This one I can't remember. This is another video game piece, but I just thought it actually kind of reminded me of Poison Ivy. I thought it was really pretty. So I threw it in here. This is from League of Legends. And I don't know anything about this, but I thought she was lovely.
It's holding her clothes on.
Gravity.
What's old?
Force field.
Yeah. A very, very thin string of beans or something. I'm not sure. Some sort of plant life.
Double-sided tape or something.
If Jeff or Eric, if you want to buy this and investigate closer, we'll take your word for it. What you do with your statues is up to you, my friend. And then I threw these in there too. This was, of course, we were talking about that legendary scale, or not? Is that the right name for it?
Yeah.
Legendary Beast.
Yeah, thank you, legendary beast. These are the 1/3 scale. But to see these actually, the way you can actually pose them with just the torsos, like, come on.
That's cool.
How freaking awesome is that? Look at this.
It's too big for my collection, but it's so tempting to order one of those when it comes up.
It's so good.
They're really cool.
I love the bases too. I mean, just the fact that they have some torso bases. I thought that was really fun.
Yeah.
Really neat. And that, my friends, is the end of the photos. We actually went through those pretty quick.
Not bad.
Not bad. 9 o'clock.
Oh, how'd we do that?
Yeah, right.
Say not bad. I think it was like 250 photos. That we kind of zipped through them, zippity doo dah. Again, I think part of the problem is we've seen some of these before, so it's like we've talked about a few of them before. We're kind of to the point of the year where a whole bunch is shown and then nothing shown for quite a while, and so there is a little bit of slim pickings. Although I think now that we're ramping up into the fall, we're going to start seeing stuff again, hopefully, and I would assume we'll have another next level event here real soon too.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.